Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Danger Modpack. So, actually, I've been working about almost an hour on this, but yeah, the rubber ducks were not spawning. It was more serious than I first thought because it wasn't just the rubber ducks that were not spawning. Girlfriends weren't spawning, boyfriends weren't spawning, other things weren't spawning, and that was all thanks to the superhero mod, which gave you all those cool ores. So, most of my ores have disappeared because I've gotten rid of that mod because I'm not going to lose my other mods, but I don't really mind, I guess. So I still have everything, so just I lost all my superhero stuff slash black iron and all that, but I mean it wasn't compatible, I guess, even though crazy craft it is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get rid of the wolf storage and armor mod for 90 conflict with ore spawn. I might add that one back in and try to add that one back in. I do like it. Anyway, this is all fixed now, and well, now that it's all fixed, I mean, I don't know what we could do. We could probably do so many things. I mean, yeah, we could probably do so many things because, well, if there isn't any girlfriend spawns, any rubber duck spawns, any boyfriend spawns, it could, I mean, it may or may not have something to do with kraken spawns and other spawns like that. So I just got rid of that mod altogether to make it so it was not doing that. Yeah, I just have this animation mod. It's just so good. It took me like so long to figure out what was going on with it. It took so long. I didn't get rid of any other mods, like the little like dungeons mod or anything. I just got rid of what was necessary. I think if I minimize everything. Yeah, I should have every mod. Dungeon. I can't really do anything because you can't really see the like dungeons, but if you go at plans, you can make all that stuff still and everything. And I'm gonna add the epic siege mod back in next episode because it's about time we add back in to make it even harder. But this episode, I wanted to get into some good armor. Okay, so I got some iron. I smelted a little bit. I don't really want diamond or emerald armor yet, considering. Yeah, probably not. So let's just melt some things right now. Put some on there. Get a shovel. Get a helmet. This is an awful home to start off with, because I just do not like it. I genuinely am going to build a huge home. And I don't know what I'm going to make it out of. I'm going to look at some blocks that I want to make it out of. I do like that marble. I could look for marble things. Like that looks super cool, but we need a lot of marble. And that could be like an outside. That would look really cool. And then these could be like a stairs and super cool stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna make it out of marble. Ooh, marble bricks. That also looks nice. We need to find a lot of marble. That's what we need to find. Cause I took out like a lot of mods. I have to not what I meant to do. I have to yeah. go to the controls again. I'm just gonna make sure nothing is with right now. So with I can tell because I cannot sprint and it's so annoying. Let's go N with that. I know that could be Y, like I said. So right now we need to find some marble and really go on an adventure for marble. That's all we need right now. I want to build a huge house, and huge house without a marble needs a lot of marble. The marble just looks so cool. I just love it so much. What about limestone? Ooh, what about limestone? We could do that for a roof. Yeah, we're gonna do limestone roof and marble house. I could use carpenter's block, but there's no need for them until I get to the roof. So, I need limestone and marble, and where you find most of it is right here. I should just be using my diamond pickaxe instead of my silk touch because I don't want to ruin the silk touch, but I think it's faster. Silk touch, yeah. Silk touch pickaxe is faster. And we're gonna need some chisel and I want to get some good armor going. Really start out with the armor because I can't have bad armor anymore. If I'm making the epic siege mod in a few minutes, well not a few minutes, but for the next episode, the epic siege mod, if I add that back in, it's just gonna be death, you know? It's just not gonna be fun. And I don't wanna have it like that, considering it's just not fun at all. My little buddy will entertain. He's just sitting in the corner. I really just want to get a few stacks of this to start off with. I want to make a huge, like, build. But right now, I just want to get, like, 4 to 8 stacks of marble. Which hopefully won't take too long. I can always make another emerald pick. I have tons of emeralds. But 4 to 8 stacks of marble would be pretty good to start with. And I want to get maybe like 2 or 3 stacks of limestone. But yeah, definitely like 4 to 8 stacks of marble. Because I need the marble to make like everything in the house. The marble bricks just look so good, so. The limestone is going to be so much harder to actually get, I think. But it's going to be epic now that superheroes mod is gone, because I can make a huge zoo out of every ore spawn mob. Even the Kraken can be in it. Just have put like a zookeeper shirt on it. Or something like that. Marble is everywhere here. That's what I love about marble. And that's why I need to get the smeltery up too. When I get the smeltery up, every ore is gonna be worth double. I could also just get better furnaces up, and then every ore could be like worth like triple or something. I think it's quadruple or something. I don't know, but every ore will be worth a lot. So I'm gonna work on both of those in the next episode. Right now I just want to get some materials to start my house because I don't like living in that little shack. Pretty bad. I didn't make it, but not the best designer. Except for when it comes to my map, I've actually been doing so good with decorations. It's been insane. Honestly, it's honestly been so good. My map looks so great. It takes hours, but it's just so good. Because it's not like a normal, it's like a complete the monument map, and you're gonna have to complete like different mini games to like one mini game you have to break into the house and avoid all the traps. A few levels of that. I'm never gonna put weeping angels in my mods ever again. One time in Crazy Craft 3, a weeping angel hit me, and I was glitched out into dying for so long that like I could not. It was not playable anymore, and I spent like hours in that world, maybe like 6 hours. So I had to start like a new one, and it's totally fine because I played Crazy Craft 3 like 10 times. That's the best Crazy Craft by far. 4 I'm not the hugest fan of, just because the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs really kind of make it. Oh, come on. You're out of planks? Let's get that chest plate, more planks. We need to access that soon. I put all the planks in the thing, so hopefully you'll eat soon. It's a pretty good backpack to start. I need to get that new adventure backpack mod too. That old one that has Crazy Craft 3 in it. This new one literally only has one backpack, and it's annoying. Luckily, this video won't be super long. It's only been 11 minutes, okay. Probably maybe like a 25-minute video. I mean, yeah, maybe like, that's what I meant, yeah. 25-minute video of me just collecting items. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the most boring video of the series because I'm just collecting things. But I don't like doing that off camera. I remember that when I'm a child, like, well, I am a child, so. I like to watch videos that people don't do much off camera. Like Popular Mode, I liked his videos. He did a little bit off camera, but not too much. He did quite a bit, but he didn't do like over the top. Like he didn't go mining off camera. Like in his new Epic Proportion series, like season 9. I really like it, so that one's pretty good. It's probably one of my favorites. I like season 6 the most. I think he likes season 7, he's saying. Even though that one just has like knights in it. No war spawn. Season 7 is not the best. I object. No. It's season 6. I'm a human. He will never get season 7. Oh, it doesn't eat it unless I use it. Okay, that's cool. So I can just use it whenever I want. That's nice because I really just wanted him to eat so I can back whenever I need to. I don't know how much limestone I have. I want to get like 4 stacks of limestone to start. Yeah, my bird likes season 7. I like season 6. Season 6 is good. Season 9's good too. Season 7's pretty good. Season 1 was good. My least favorite's probably season 2. I haven't watched much of season 2. It was only Twilight Forest and Mutant Creatures. Really. So, I'm not the biggest fan of season 2. You like season 2? No, he doesn't like season 2 that much either. Yeah, season 2 is probably my least favorite of his. But they were still good. Okay, that's just the best model ever. I see why some of these people say that this is one of the best mods. I looked up good mods. I have no experience with a bunch of mods. I only know about like Orspawn, Tinker's Construct, Twilight Forest, and a little bit of tech mods like Immersive Engineering and Industrial Craft too. But that's about it. I don't have too much knowledge with them. Only with Feed the Beast and Infinity Evolved because I played that series. It was okay. I didn't finish it because it was just like you're grinding for hours trying to mine and wait for power to generate. And we'll get bees. The bees are really boring. This is gonna be a fun series. I'm definitely gonna make a huge thing with zoo cages and all that, with all the Aether mobs. And it's one thing I never knew about Orspawn actually that I just learned by looking at the wiki. not really today, but like a few days ago, you can tame Leonopteryx and ride him. I never knew that. Like, if you take a look at the Orspawn wiki and look how many things you can tame, you'll be surprised. I was very surprised with how many things you could tame, because I had no idea you could tame half of them. Like, the Baryon, I only knew you could tame girlfriends, a dragon, and that's about it. Kiwi, did you know that we could tame Leonopteryx? You didn't know it either. Yeah, it's news to both of us, I guess. Probably should have bought a sleeping bag or something with me to sleep. Meow to you too. This may not be the best episode, but it sure is the most things that we have to do in this episode. This is like the one where like no fights, nothing. I mean, there will be fights because it is nighttime. I just have to get the marble that I acquire. Keeping horror. There's just one thing I'm like so confused about the Orspawn mod that always happens to me, and I always hate it because the Lucky Block mod isn't stopped. I always find the Queen tree and never find the King tree, which you'd think would be good, but Lucky Blocks require gold, and I want the gold from the King tree because Lucky Blocks are good. And the duplicated trees I never find in the Red Ant dimension, but I found them once in the Brown Ant, and I have never found them ever again. Only in the Brown Ant have I ever found a duplicated tree. It's just weird. I find like the rarer ones, but I just don't want the rarer ones. I just want the simpler ones, like the King Dungeon. I don't want the Queen one. I just want the King one, but I always get the Queen one instead, and it's so annoying most times because you're just like, yes, I'm going to look for the gold of the King. Then you see like rubies and obsidian, and you're like, I don't need obsidian. I just need gold for Lucky Blocks. Because Lucky Blocks are fun. And I'm not using any of the big water parts from Lucky Blocks. Because what's the fun in that? Like, there's no fun in that. If you just get it from Lucky Blocks. If people, like, if you do it, like, it's not that bad, but it's just not as fun. You know, you get a lot of boss fights. Same with, just spawning them in from the Easter Bunny and not looking for, like, the bosses. Like, in the dimension, in the structure. Except for the Jumpy Bug. That's, like, the one... That's like the one guy that I can never find, unless I go to like the butterfly dimension or something. But I don't like going to the butterfly dimension either, because I feel like it's just so easy to find all the bosses, and it's too easy. I like a challenge, which could be why I always die and always make these super hard mod packs. I just like a challenge. Stink bug, ancient dirt spawn. I recognize that one. I've played Crazy Cat so many times because it's just a huge challenging mod pack that it's fun because it's challenging. I like challenges in my mod packs. If I'm gonna get a mod pack, I want a challenge. Like a little craft. That's a challenge. Though it's actually not that fun because it's just so laggy and it's just not like it's just nothing that I'm used to, which is kinda hard. If you ever played a mod that you've never played before, it's so not fun to begin with. But then you get used to it, and it's not that bad. It's just, I don't like the drinking aspect of, crap. I don't like that you drink so much water in a certain amount of time. This video is 18 minutes long, so of me just sitting here mining marble and limestone. And breaking my emerald pickaxe. Crazy Cat series are always fun to watch. I've rewatched so many. I'm actually rewatching one right now. Right before this, I was rewatching another one. I've watched a few. There's only one that I have not really rewatched a few times. I've never really rewatched. Yeah, I've rewatched most series after I do it like a year or two later. Just so, because I just forget what happens and everything. So like a 200 video series, so I'll just rewatch it 2 years later, maybe 3, until maybe in 4 sometimes. But yeah, so fun to see what happens. Again, because you don't know what's gonna happen, because you haven't watched it in 4 years. It's like a TV show. You don't already know what's gonna happen because you haven't watched that episode or series in 5 years or something. Unless it's a show that just reruns the same episodes over and over again, and there's never any. There's Mothra. Let's go. Let's not fight that one. That can be found in the red ant, so I'm not too worried about killing it right now, considering, well, Mothra scale can be used for Big Bertha, but I think we'd be dead before we even. And I don't really want to lose all my stuff. Because it just does not seem like the best thing to want to lose all my stuff. Molenoid. I'm not going to use those. I don't feel like using ancient dried spawn eggs at all this series, so if you really want to watch some people use ancient dried spawn eggs, don't come to these videos because I will not be using them as an increased challenge to find the bosses structures. I will not be using ultimate armor probably because that is again way too overpowered. Like you don't take damage with it. There was a challenge on the Earthbound wiki that said, oh, defeat an Emperor Scorpion with an ultimate sword and no bow. Or not really an ultimate sword, but just no bow. And it's just so not even that difficult, considering if you just wore ultimate armor, you would not die. But if you had like fully enchanted ruby or amethyst, it'd be just so much more better, in my opinion. Like a challenge. It needs to be challenged. It needs to be a challenge. It can't be like some easy thing. Where'd that Mothra go? I don't really want to fight it, but still. Oh, there's a Mothra. I'm not gonna really go over it because I don't feel like dying, like I said. I just wanna. Ooh, rainbow crabs. That is difficult to feed. I think I'm good on limestone, honestly. I just need to get marble. Like, look how much stuff I have. How much limestone I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 stacks, and I only have 5 stacks of marble. If we can get like a few more stacks of marble, we should be okay. That's coming toward me. Yes. Don't think I'm gonna be able to defeat it. I can reach. Yeah, it does 10 damage. They're just gonna two-shot me. Mothra's actually one of the easiest ones to fight for Big Bertha. It's not that big of a challenge, but yeah. Large one's pretty easy too, and so is Mantis. And then T-Rex is kind of easy too. Nasty Sources are harder. And then, another easy one would be, Swiftface are pretty easy, I guess. Nightmares are not. They might. I'm also gonna actually do something very difficult in this series. I'm gonna make a custom dungeon that I want to go through before I fight like the king and queen. It's gonna be super hard. Like instead of like hammerheads at the bottom, there might be like Jeffries or something, or it's gonna be like a harder one of those. It's gonna be like the same concept. I'm obviously gonna wall edit it in. But it's gonna be harder than the other ones. Like it might have Emperor Scorpions inside of it, or I mean obviously it's gonna have hammerheads. And Robo Warriors are actually way stronger than you think. Robo Warriors versus a Robo Pounder, Robo Warrior will win by a lot. This is very weird because most people consider the Robo Pounder actually stronger than the Warrior, but that is false. If you ever did a mob battle, you would know that the Robo Warrior is a lot. Well, I just know that the Robo Warrior is stronger because I've fought them both. Same armor, same gear. I died to the Robo Warrior and I still ate a golden apple. And I did not die to the Robo Pounder and I ate a golden apple too. But I had the same weapon, same armor, same durability, same everything. But Warrior was stronger and took less damage. I guess that's probably why that you have to kill the Robo Warrior for the gun, the ray gun, instead of the just fighting a Robo Pounder for it. It just it just blows my mind that it's stronger, because the Robo Pounder even looks stronger. Like, it looks way stronger. But no, it's not. It's not strong at all. How long is this video? 25 minutes. Yeah, this video is not essential to watch, so you don't really have to watch it if you wanted to see the series happen. It's not an essential video. And it's not like I'm posting these once a month. I'm posting these pretty often, so if you don't want to watch this one, just don't. You don't have to watch this one. Consider this is not. What is that? That's gonna be a Robo Pound? That is a Mobzilla. Yeah, I'm not using that. To find Mobzilla, I'm going to use the Rainbow Ant Dimension. Or I might just spawn that one in, because I don't really think you can find it in the Rainbow Ant Dimension anymore. I don't know about that for sure, but I just never see it. So I'm gonna guess I can't. Like, I've never found one in the Rainbow Ant Dimension, and I have looked before. I'm gonna bet that this is okay, I think this might be a brown ant or a, no, yeah, I'm not even close. That's probably another witch. As soon as I build my house, I'm going to have the epic siege mod back in to the mix of mods that I have. I just didn't have it right now because it's a little difficult. Don't pay attention to that. It's just too difficult right now to do. The mobs are very tough. Zombies, they can pillar up to you. They can throw TNT down and explode you. Creepers, they go after you even if inside your house. And they just blow up your stuff. So that's why I'm not adding it yet. And skeletons have better aim, faster firing, and can come up here and kill you with a sword. Even my build thinks it's pretty insane. Yes, it's very insane. It's not as fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This video I'm not gonna build a house because it's gonna be way too long. But yeah. That was an interesting ore spawn fact about the Lobos. And another one is that King is a lot weaker than the Queen. And actually, the Queen armor, it's always a debate. Is the Queen armor better or the Royal Guardian? TV! Okay, so the wiki clearly states that the Queen armor is stronger than the King armor by a lot. Well, not by a lot, but by like 2, 3 armor bars each set. But the King's sword is stronger than the Queen's axe. But the Queen axe is stronger than the King's sword in some cases. Like if you're fighting the Queen, I think that the Queen axe will be stronger or the King. But if you're fighting like a mob, then the Royal Guardian sword would do more damage. It's just because it ignores armor, the Queen's battle axe, and the Royal Guardian doesn't, but the Royal Guardian does more damage. The Royal Guardian sword, and yeah. And I also think that the Mobzilla scale is very strong for what it is. It's almost as strong as Royal Guardian. So if you're in debate and you can't get Royal Guardian, just get Mobzilla scale. Or just get Royal Guardian. Because they're like almost equal to each other. Mobzilla scale is very strong for what it is. It's almost as strong as Royal Guardian. It's probably like 1 or 2 weaker. About as weaker, but that's not gonna make too big of a difference while fighting the King. So just use Mobzilla if you want. or just not if you don't want. And in the dungeons, you do not need Mobzilla skill armor at all if you have ultimate, because ultimate you still take no damage with, like I've been stating over and over again. Dang it. I don't mind if I teleport, but I just wanna... I'm sorry for teleporting, but I just really need... That's why I'm teleporting. I wouldn't be, but right now I'm going to, just so I can get this episode over. Another fact is yeah, so just use Mobzilla skill if you really need it, because it doesn't make too much of a difference. Another interesting fact is, another thing of these suits, I'm not using the cloud pet. So if you don't want to see me use the cloud pet, I'm not going to. I'm not going to use the slime pet when fighting mobs, because it's, again, overpowered. I will be using any other pet I want, though. Maybe not the delicious cow, because, again, very overpowered for what it is. You barely can die. But I am going to be using these fish that you can fish for, because fire resistance is epic, and why not? And lava eel armor is not bad, because you can. Another interesting fact I just learned: you can get lava eels from fishing in lava with the ultimate fishing rod. So basically, you need the ultimate fishing rod, or you need to go to a QB dungeon in the red ant dimension to get lava eels, so you can make the lava eel armor, which is a collectibles item, which I will be collecting every armor set in this game. Yeah, just look, chest plate. I will be collecting every one of these. It doesn't seem like that much right now, but it is. Like, look at that. You need experience bottles. Rubies, always difficult to get. Pink tourmaline and tiger's eye is very difficult. Peacocks, these three: lapis, wood, granite, Neptune, phoenix, obsidian, Valkyrie. I don't know how to get all those. Mutant skeleton, lava eel, moss scale. I will be collecting every one of those. And I will also be collecting every sword or axe or something like that. I mean, look how many swords are in the game. Not including Tinker's Construct swords, actually, because I can just make infinite and those, and it's just too many to collect. But I will be collecting every pet. I will be trying to collect every backpack. I don't know how to get the Pikachu one. It's so difficult. If you could comment, please do. I know this video is a very long video for what it is, but 32 minutes of just me mining. Another interesting fact about ore spawn, let's see here. About inventory pets. You can actually use the cloud to look on the ground, but I do not know how to get a cloud. But you can look underneath. You can look underneath. So that's an inventory pet, inventory pet tip. So, if you play inventory pets, use that tip. Ore spawn tip, if you use the chainsaw, it insta-kills the whole tree. If you hit the tree with it, and gives you a lot of dead bushes. So, if you need dead bushes or you need to get a lot of wood fast, use the chainsaw. I don't really have any more ore spawn facts. Another ore spawn random tip. Use a wood sword over an emerald sword because it does more damage. But use a diamond sword for one of the best outcomes ever. Because ore spawn, it buffs the amount of damage wooden, stone, iron, and diamond swords do. But does not buff their own mod's damage of what do I look like when I'm mining? Yeah, it does not do its own. So it only upgrades the amount of damage from vanilla Minecraft. So yeah, use that tip again if you need to. I'm using emerald because I think it looks cool when I swing it around, and it looks like I'm more rich, but it's not that. It's not much better. It could definitely one-shot this spot because it has 8 HP though. Wood swords are sometimes actually almost as good as emerald. So if you need to, just use wood. I would use diamond more than emerald, and if you're using ore spawn though, it does more damage, especially with these mods. So. take all my tips into consideration, please, because it's really hard coming up with these tips. Another simple tip, Elbow looks really cool, and you can get around really fast with some of those. If you find a structure in the desert that scorpions are in, you can get around super fast using that structure. Those blocks in the structure, but you can also get damaged by them, so be careful. But you can move around very fast when you step on them. So if you use like a boat or something, like if you put like a boat in ice, if you put like a boat in that, I don't know if you'll go fast, but try it out. Maybe you will. I don't know. Another random tip. That's basically all the tips I have. I'm gonna break my my pickaxe. I think that's enough mining, honestly. Yeah, it should be enough blocks. Oh, am I full? No. But you can actually make duct tape. 3 pairs of items with 3 string and 3 duct tape. So always try to get 3 duct tape, 3 slime balls. Always try to kill all the frogs. Try to kill all the spiders you see at all times. And the more bends mod adds a new bow animation if you have arrows in your inventory, which I do not. And I don't feel like fighting these people. I might be able to actually go up against water dragons. Oh, water dragons are actually pretty easy one, so and sea monsters is actually really easy too. But some of the super hard things to get big bursts include the Kraken, Caterpillar, Emperor Scorpion. Basically everything to make the blade. So this is actually very easy to get because these are the only 2 hard ones for the handle. Oh jeez. Why is Mothra on me? And that is not. You should not do that if you want to live. You should not go into that and try to fight Mothra. I didn't try to fight it, but I was just trying to run away from it, and it just does not help when you have little nothing. I'm only gonna walk to that, and then I'm gonna teleport home. I'm gonna end the episode after I do that. But yeah, another tip. Mothra is very easy unless you're starting out. Oh my gosh, and the Molenoids there. Yeah, I don't know why, but they made Molenoids spawn in the overworld. So I actually one time I started off, found a Molenoid, hit it with a stone pickaxe, kept hitting it with stone pickaxes, kept dying, but I kept just I had to keep inventory. And I just kept hitting it like once every time, and I killed it, and I got a Molenoid noise on my very first day of Overspawn. It was awesome. Have you seen those speed? Okay, if you have not seen the speedruns of Overspawn, then I mean it's not that big of a deal. But have you seen like the Overspawn speedrun? It's pretty insane. I mean, how much they use hoverboards. I mean, it's very insane how much they use hoverboards. I mean, I guess it's kind of fair because you can like fly with it, but it's insane with still how much they use them. Like they use them literally like, every second. Those Overspawn speedruns. It's very insane. I don't really want that anyway, so it's fine. Other general tips is just be safe when you're playing this mod pack. If you get all the mods, be safe. Cause you're never gonna be safe with Orphan installed. I'm just gonna say that right now. And I will be playing the 1.12 version when it comes out. A little after it comes out actually, probably because I just played this. Which includes Orphan. But I want to make another mod pack that includes better dungeons for 1.6.4 version. With a like because that would be pretty cool. I put Orphan in that. It didn't really work out with Orphan very well. I think I'm gonna put like maybe Twilight Forest. So if you want to see Twilight Forest gameplay, I recommend watching that series when it comes out. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's probably gonna be called something like The Better Forest or something. Probably gonna have the anti-plant virus mod. I love the Nightbug. That's my favorite mob ever to exist. Have you ever seen Popular MMOs play that mod? That was my favorite mod whenever he played it, because the Nightbug from the anti-plant virus mod is my favorite mob ever to exist in mods. Just because of how cool looking it is, and how many abilities it has. It's so cool abilities, which inspired me to try to make my own mod, which I'm working on right now, but it won't be ready for a long time. Making a lot of bosses, a lot of cool things. The models are not the best, but I mean the boss fights have good abilities. And the boss fight models are good, but the ore models are not the best. That's about it. But I also wanted to try this. I wanted to try this. So Vicky said to do this. Okay. Well, that concludes our video for today. Yeah, I just broke the window with a rock. That is epic. I knew that I should have tried that. Oh, I haven't taken a breath there for a minute. Well, that Blue Jay is dead. And we'll see you next time on this Extreme Danger Modpack. Thanks for watching this 45-minute video of me just running around talking. If you want, just comment the word I watched the whole way, or keyword is better, BEDDER. If you type that in the comments, I'll like it. Because, why not? You watch this whole video, so why not? Why not? Well, this is gonna end the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well, it will be death, because of the Epic Siege mod. Oh, and I wanted to show you what, what, 1 second. I want to see what one's the hardest to make. This is the easiest by far. The handle is so easy. Easiest by far. The guard, it has 2 easy ones. This one has 2 easy ones, but 5 really hard ones. The Vortex is super hard. Kraken is super hard, probably the hardest. The Caterpillar, the Sea Viper is pretty hard. The Ultimate Sword is gonna be hard to get. I feel like this is the easiest to handle to make, so if you want, go for that one first, but I recommend this is the order in which the mobs are probably easiest to difficulty is. So the easiest one to kill is probably the sea monster. So I'd start with that one. And then I think I'd go for the worm, the large worm. It's not that hard. Fairly simple, very easy. You just can't wear boots while you fight it. Actually, no. But I'd go for the mantis, the worm, the water dragon, Mothra, Triffid, oh, let's see here. Sea Viper, maybe. Wait, give me a minute. Sea Viper's pretty hard. Yeah, probably Sea Viper. Vortex is very hard. Wait, no, not the Sea Viper. I go for Molenoid and then Sea Viper. So, here's the first. Let me start over, okay? So, obviously, first we go for the Sea Monster, Mantis, Water Dragon, Mantis, Worm, Water Dragon, Mothra, Triffid, Molenoid, Sea Viper, Robo Warrior. This is not gonna be like a complete list. Oh, no, not Robo Warrior. A T-Rex. The T-Rex. And then the Robo Warrior. And then the Basilisk. Nightmare. If you're fighting a little one. If you're fighting a big one, then probably after the next one. I put Jumpy Bug. Not Jumpy Bug. Vortex, and then Vortex, Jumpy Bug, Emperor Scorpion, Hercules Beetle, that, and probably the Hercules Beetle, the Emperor Scorpion, the Caterpillar, and then the Kraken. And this is obviously easy to get, and I'm not ranking that one. So if that's my rankings on the easiest to hardest boss for Bank Bertha, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. I know this was a long video. If I'll like your comment if you type the B, if you type it BEDDER better. See you next time.